It's about leadership. John McCain's urgent, hard-charging effort to look like he's taking control up against Barack Obama's effort to look cool and in control above the fray.
Right now, there has to be a sense of urgency on the part of everybody because this is putting jobs at risk, economic growth at risk, small businesses at risk, the financial markets and people's retirement accounts over time potentially at risk. So we've got to move rapidly.
Fresh off that big White House meeting, Obama did not directly accuse McCain of mucking up a tentative bailout plan. He is more nuanced than that.
What I've found, and I think was confirmed today, is that when you inject presidential politics into delicate negotiations, it's not necessarily as helpful as it needs to be. Just because there's a lot of glare of the spotlight, there's the potential for posturing or suspicions.
Obama can afford to stay cool while Washington heats up. He has plenty of help from his Capitol Hill surrogates who've been tearing into McCain for him.
I would suggest that anyone in that meeting that tried to understand what John McCain said at the meeting couldn't. He was the last person to speak at the meeting, talked for a couple of minutes, and really didn't say anything substantive.
I think this was a campaign ploy for Senator McCain.
And while Obama talks of the bipartisan nature of his phone calls to Capitol Hill leadership and Secretary of the Treasury Henry Paulson, Obama's campaign has spent a day and a half blasting McCain for trying to change the storyline away from his falling poll numbers and rising criticism of Sarah Palin. The latest is a memo from an Obama spokesman saying McCain's suspension of his campaign is a hoax, that McCain and his aides are campaigning during this so-called suspension. McCain, the memo says, just turned a national crisis into an occasion to promote his campaign. For now, it is full steam ahead. Obama intends to fly to Mississippi tomorrow for the scheduled presidential debate, while he says continuing to monitor the bailout negotiations. As he coolly explains, presidents need to show they can do more than one thing at a time. So what if they gave a debate and only one of the candidates showed up? Well, it is true that inside the Obama campaign, they actually believe that McCain will show up after all. If not, there is talk of perhaps a town hall meeting. There is a report, at least, that isn't confirmed by the campaign, but rest assured that they will make note of the fact that John McCain is not there if he doesn't show up. Anderson?
And I guess there was some concern there might be a vote, but since Democrats are in control on Congress, I guess they could postpone any vote for a few hours if Obama's down in Mississippi.
They certainly could, but never underestimate the power of an impending recess on Capitol Hill. They wanted to leave Friday to go home and campaign, so there is a certain urgency, not just to the crisis itself, but also to the political agendas of everybody up there.
I'm shocked to hear that their political agendas might be on their minds. Candy, thanks.